Hi, everybody. Martin Root with Project Heaven on Earth. I have a very interesting group of people this evening. I did an 8-week course with a Catholic order of sisters, the Sisters of St. Martha. We just finished that about 2 weeks ago. And I've asked any of the sisters who are willing to come tonight and answer 2 questions. Question 1 that they will all answer is, what did they get out of the course? And question 2 is, what will they do about creating more heaven on earth in the world? So it'll be very simple 2 questions. And we're going to start with Sister Gemma, who is the leader of the congregation. Sister Gemma, what did you get out of the course?
Well, as I reflected on the course, I would think I had 2 big learnings. One was not to use the words overwhelmed and impossible. I find sometimes I say those words when I think a situation is too difficult. So I learned to focus on this magic wand, that dreams and desires are possible if I commit to them and believe they're already present and possible. That's the first big learning. The second thing I believe was the section on being responsible. And I found it very hard to accept this first, to be responsible for an issue that I had nothing to do with, but to have a sense that I could be part of a positive result for a situation. Those are my 2 big learnings. Thank you.
Thank you, Gemma. And then Sister Frances.
My big thing in learning from this course has been my attitude with regards to saying that I can't do something without trying. So I've learned that it's important to have a positive attitude and say that I can do some things, but they may be little things first. And I think too that the whole thing with the pandemic and with the idea of the environmental change, I find that those 2 big issues are very big. And I have to not use the word being overwhelmed by them, but that I can do my part in those. So those are the things that I kind of have to work on. And also with the questions with regards to the roadblocks, which is part of the attitude that I think that is, I have to look at and to see what I can do on that. And I think that this whole course has helped me to be much more open to hearing what other people are saying. And this has been helpful because I reflect back on their comments and what it means to them. And that's been important to me during these weeks. And I think that's it.
Thank you, Sister Frances.
Thank you.
Sister Bernice.
For me, the big learning is that I would have thought heaven on earth was impossible, and it is indeed possible. And it's also for me to focus on the small things in life that are heaven on earth. For example, a visit with a friend or a family member where we haven't seen each other for a while. And also looking then at the sufferings in the world, wars and poverty and homelessness. Again, they look at first sight as issues that are insurmountable, but with the right attitude and action, then these indeed can be surmounted and can indeed be a reality. For example, it can be a reality that someday there will be no more wars worldwide.
Fabulous. Thank you. Thank you. Sister Kathleen.
Well, before participating in this project, Heaven and Earth, I never thought of being a creator beside my God. So the chapter on roadblocks is the one that opened the door to really my believing I don't need to do anything major. Just do something simple. But begin, don't put the time off, don't waste any time. Just go ahead and begin, and you will be, and I will be, a heaven on earth maker.
Thank you. Sister Joan. Oh, so Joan, you're on mute. That's all right.
Project Heaven on Earth has helped me to begin to experience the world in a different way. As a Christian, I think of the parables of Jesus. For example, the parable of the Good Samaritan, where Jesus challenged his listeners to imagine a different world, to imagine a world where the hated enemy is actually your friend. The hated enemy is the one who helps you. And the lesson is that the listeners are to be everybody's neighbor. So Jesus takes the world and turns it upside down in his parables. This course has turned my world a little bit upside down. For me, it has been a parabolic experience.
Thank you. What a great adjective. Sister Teresa.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
What did I get out of Heaven and Earth, or the project? I think the first thing was the meaning of heaven. I used to imagine heaven a place where I would go after I died. It was a place for the dead. But after this course, I see it differently. Now I feel strongly that heaven is here, that I can create heaven on earth. But what I do and what I hope for in life, it is within my reach. And that is a whole big change for me, from believing heaven was after I die to now creating it here. Merci.
Merci. Rita, Sister Rita.
Participating in the project Heaven on Earth with my community deepened my perspective, what it means to create a supportive environment where there is patience, understanding, and care for each other. It is a heart connection where the well-being of each other is nourished and supported.
Lovely. Thank you, Sister Rita. That was question one. What did you get out of this course? A beautiful, beautiful answers. Very moving for me. It's very moving for me. I don't know another word. I'm just very always nourished by each of you and all of you.